All right, I've been starting to work on the tearing the motor apart on the 96 RMX. And you know, there's a lot more difference between all these case reed motors than I had thought. So I thought I'd put together a little video. I mean, it's not going to be covering every year or every change, but just the changes that I've noticed. I mean, I got an 89, a 91, and a 96. And they're all just a little bit different. So first of all, I don't know how to really go about this, but this is the 96 motor, and this is a 91. So the difference between the cases are, you can see on this one, they've added this where it kind of tapers in, and this one's wide open. This is a 91 rm250. This is the RMX. I should say that. So that is a difference on the case. That's the only real difference I really noticed. The 89 and 91 seem the same, except of course everyone knows when you went to 89 they had a solid one-piece clutch cover, and then in 1990 they went to the two-piece. So I mean, other than that, I don't really see any differences. I mean, this part's the same, you know, in there as the 91. It's all opened up. So we'll move on to some other stuff. So these are the cylinders in order: 89, a 91, and a 96. Well, 89 and I think 90 are probably the same. In 91 they went to this, but you see the different amount of bolts to hold for the power valve assembly. And I think in 91 they went to this O-ring style versus the 89 non-O-ring. And then the 96 also was non-O-ringed. And then another interesting, when they went to the O-ring, they must have had to space everything out. They went to a bigger bolt pattern on the for the head, so you can't put an 89 head on a 91. With the 96 RMX, they kept the smaller bolt pattern with a non-O-ring. And even on the cylinders, you see how these kind of taper in more. These ones kind of bulge out and then go up, maybe just a tick higher. That's another difference. Moving to the exhaust side, there's a big difference there too. Get them all propped up here where they'll stay. The big opening on the port, you know, where your expansion chamber fits into, is 54 millimeters on the 89, 54 millimeters on the 91, but on the 96 RMX, it's all the way down to 50 millimeters. So it's, I mean, these are rough. I mean, I'm only doing it with a caliper, so don't quote me exact. But there's a big enough difference where if you think you can buy an expansion chamber for a 89 or 91 and want to put it on an RMX, at least in 96, and I would assume 97 and 8 are all the same, it's smaller. Also, the inside port diameter, the actual port, is 45 millimeters on the 89, 45 millimeters on the 91, but it's only 40 millimeters on the RMX, the 96. Another thing too, when you get to the actual, I'll really show this. On this 91, I thought someone had done some, I keep screwing this up, I thought it was really ported a lot. You're not going to be able, I don't know what I do with my flashlight. It's probably right in front of me. Probably not going to be able to see good enough to where it matters. But this 91, I always thought someone had really done a big port job on it. But comparing it to the 96, the actual ports in the cylinder itself seem about the same size as the 91 RM. The 89 RM, they're I should say all the intake ports and transfer ports are small. The actual exhaust port seems, you know, in the port in the cylinder itself seems the same on these, and I believe the 96 is a little bit smaller. Actually, the 96 is about the same size as the 89, but the 91 is bigger. Yeah, go figure. So you have them differences. You know, of course, I'm not getting to everything again. But then you have the cylinder heads. 89, 91, 96. So in 89, they had this style, and they kept them on the RMXs all the way through the whole run. You know, like I was saying earlier, the smaller, I guess I don't need that on, smaller bolt circle for the head, 89 and 96. When they went to 91, they went bigger. So I assume that's probably when they changed in 91. So they kept the same style for the 96 RMXs, which I assume all of them are the same. But then you go to the combustion chamber side. Each one of them is just a little bit different. The 89, I mean, see, this one tapers in, kind of more of a radius to it, and flows into like a smaller combustion chamber. The 91 has more, it's more of an angle then goes into the combustion chamber. And this 91, I mean the 96 RMX, the combustion chamber is just a lot bigger, and it has a, I think that's like 10 thou difference between that and the 89, which I assume is to lower the compression. Which also, when I took apart this 96, it also has like a, if I remember right, at least a 10 thou thicker head gasket, plus this extra 10 thou step in here compared to the 89. I really can't compare it to this because this is a different design with the O-rings, and you have to have some kind of step there, otherwise your piston will hit the combustion chamber. But so there's that difference. Then the reed blocks, the 89 and the 96. I mean, the 89 and the 91, they're identical. Got them right here. But you go to this RMX right here. Look how much smaller it is. And then there's only two pedals, but they're really long. It's really different. So then the actual boots are different too. You can see this is the RMX, smaller, and plus it has this little wing on there that goes up into the carb. So you have that difference. So that smaller reed cage with the smaller opening, I assume they were trying to, well, I was watching a Blazer video for throttles, pick up throttle response or something. So the next big thing is the infamous flywheel weights. RMXs always have heavier flywheels. Well, you can see the difference in size. I mean, they're substantial. Plus, it is quite a bit heavier. We'll bring it over to the scale. All right, well, I don't know if you can really see it that good on there, but we'll put the 89 and the 91 flywheel on here, see how much that weighs. So we get about 1 1/4 pounds. The infamous heavier RMX flywheel. So you're talking like 2 3/8 pounds. Over a pound difference. Would have never thought it would have been that much. That that much weight they added, but it's true. So there it is, just a little comparison video of things I've noticed that are different. I did a comparison video between the 89 and 91 frames, and I have the 91 and my 96 RMX side by side there. I think they're pretty much identical. They didn't really do anything with them after whatever year, which I would assume 91, but will be it for this video, unless I can think of something to add here that is different and I can throw a comparison in. So see ya.